This is just my opinion. Of course, there are other skills to learn as a writer that are just as important, but I feel like learning how to receive critique is the most important because all the other skills you might need could be honed through criticism and learning from your betters. If you receive them properly, of course. Like I said in my previous short, I never would have learned if I was overdoing it with my foreign words if I never had a beta reader or a critique partner who could look into my writing and judge. And again, as I mentioned before in a previous short, art or writing is a form of communication. So you have to make sure you're communicating your ideas and your stories well, in a way you believe it should be communicated. And you can really only ensure that if you have your writing read and critiqued. And when it comes to receiving critique, you have to learn to absorb it and not be so defensive. This is something that took time for me to learn, because I always get the urge to explain myself and my writing. I also learned that sometimes, depending on where you're getting your critique, that when someone asks you a question, it's usually rhetorical. They're not actually genuinely interested with the answer. They don't actually care that much about your story. They just want you to know what the reader might end up asking when reading your writing, the missing gaps that you need to fill in. Never take criticism personally, unless I guess they unequivocally levied their criticism against you as a person or something. But yeah, better to learn to filter through the criticism and just take what's beneficial and ignore the insulting ones and just don't be combative. It could get toxic sometimes, and it'd be better to just avoid all of that and just improve your writing. I've had experiences getting my storylines, screenplays, and manuscript critique. Some just read it online and some said, straight to your face, where you can really hear the tone of their voice, like they're disgusted with what you just written. Anyway, those are just some of the few things I learned when it comes to getting critiqued. Maybe you can comment down below if you have more tips in getting critique. So that's it. Thank you. See ya.